So I wrote a blog, I wrote a post a couple of weeks ago trying to show people that if you're a victim of something and the other person is a different race from you, doesn't make it racially motivated. So as a young man in the UK, I'm more like, well, I'm not a young man anymore. When I was a young man, I'm more likely to be involved in violence because I'm a young man. That stats tell you that. So I gave a couple of examples of being 11, walking home from school, being beaten to a post by 4, 5, 15-year-old black lads. I didn't think it was racially motivated. 20 years old, working in a shop, a big row of shops, only white person working in the whole of the row of shops, held up twice at gunpoint. Racially motivated by 2 black men? No, it wasn't. They were robbing the shop. Attacked by 8 Asian men with metal bars. I got 19 stitches in my head. Racially motivated? No, it wasn't. Wrong place, wrong time. So I could twist all that and say, immigrants and children immigrants are ruthless in this country. Look what they're doing. No. As a male, I'm more likely to be involved in violence and be a victim of violence. So when we frame things all the time as race, I remember in the 80s being turned away from gay clubs in Manchester, and the reason was, you don't look gay.
Right.
So all this, so I've had all these things against me. But it doesn't make it, you're a victim. You overcome these things. So, and that's the sort of conversations we try to have with young people about. Just because bad things happen, I start off by saying, life's unfair, mate. Don't ever think life's fair. Bad things happen to good people all the time.
But the thing is, I think in a way, what you've just described there, actually, is what's at the root of this explosion of identity politics.
Yes.
Actually, is taking various things that happen in life and seeing them retrospectively through an entirely different lens, saying, oh, that's because I was gay, black, woman, or whatever. And then just sort of almost it gives you a great explanation, doesn't it, for your life in a way?
Well, it then tells you that you being a failure or not being the success you think you should be wasn't your fault. There's evil forces out there that stopped you being the success you think you deserve. And a lot of people on the far left who I've spoken to, that's what comes across. They feel their life isn't as successful as it should have been, and it must have been someone else's fault, because it couldn't have been my fault because I'm amazing. So it can't be my fault. So it must be someone else's fault. Where I grew up in an area where it was our fault, because if you tried to play the victim where I was growing up, you'd have got battered even more. So you had to make choices and take personal responsibility. And that is a lesson that we try to give young people. It's about personal responsibility. And the amount of times I said to young people, if I see you in 5 years' time and you pull up in a nice convertible car and you've got a wife and kid in the car and you say, Nick, come over here, I want you to meet my missus and my kid and all that. And I say to them, who takes responsibility for that? And they go, well, I don't know. You take responsibility for that because you made good choices. But on the other hand, in 5 years' time, if I walk around the corner and you're up against the wall by 2 burly police officers being arrested and putting handcuffs on you, and you've got a big bag of cocaine in your pocket, who takes responsibility for that? And they always go, me. So they get it.
Yes.
They do get it.